I got a new watch and it's a pre-owned watch, and I received the watch only with a command: you need to make a video about it. Promises need to be kept. Hello and welcome to Watch Maxie's Watch Videos. My name is Axel and I'm glad to have you on the show. I got a new watch, and a new watch means a 1 week on the wrist video. I have the Archimede Outdoor Protect with the white dial and the orange second hand, a watch which I had some years ago with the black dial and I still have in the 41mm version as the anti-mag, but I think this one with the orange second hand and the white dial is different enough to make a separate video, and I really do look forward to have it 1 week on the wrist and share my impressions with you. It's Wednesday, day 1 of my 1 week on the wrist. The Archimede 39 Auto Protect white dial orange second hand is on my wrist, and I'm totally happy, and I do share with you right now what I've already seen on the first day. We have Thursday morning, day 2 of my 1 week on the wrist. My Archimede Outdoor is still on my wrist, and it was on my wrist the whole night, as I do with any watch I wear, and it was readable all night. Not as good as the Stover Pro Diver, because the Pro Diver has so much lume on the dial and the hands, but it was readable all night. Absolutely great, comfortable on the wrist, no complaints. Yesterday I added my Outdoor to my watch database, and by that I noticed I had a watch a while ago which was quite similar to this one, and I'm going to show you the comparison in the course of the week. We have Thursday night, about 5 minutes to 11, and my Archimede Outdoor is still on my wrist. It's a great watch, I really do love it, and I do like the white dial. And as mentioned earlier, I had a watch not so long ago which was quite similar to the Archimede. It was the Zin 444. But before I show you a comparison, I first want to show you some specifications of the Archimede, because I have not done a particular review video about this watch in detail. The Archimede has a diameter of 39mm with a lug-to-lug of 43.5 and a lug width of 20mm. The watch is 11.2mm thick, has a sapphire crystal on the front, a Sellita SW200, and is water resistant up to 200 meter. The Zin was quite similar with a diameter of 36, slightly too small for me. The rest specs were quite similar, and as you can see here, the watches do look similar, and even from the side view there is a certain similarity. The case shape, the top ring, the form of the hands, the very reduced dial, the very reduced indices, the numbers on the Reo, quite some details which look similar. The lug side of the Zin was flat with a black date dial on the 6 o'clock side. On the lug side, the Archimede has a beveled edge and a white dial on the 3 o'clock side. But even the second hand red with the Zin and light orange with the Archimede adds some color to the watch. So I'm totally happy to have a watch in a size which I do prefer better and a similar appearance. So I'm totally glad to have it, and I wasn't aware that the watches were so close together. It's Friday morning, day 3 of my 1 week on the wrist. My Archimede Outdoor is still on my wrist, and to be honest, I overslept this morning. I took some footage and did a first cut of the video of my first Black Forest video last night until 2 o'clock in the night, and this morning I overslept, so I now have to rush a bit and get to work. But I wanted to share with you one information. Yesterday I showed you how similar the outdoor in white and the Zin 444 are, and I think in this evening session I'm going to show you that there is another sibling of the 39 white. I hope I can surprise you. We have Friday, day 3 of my 1 week on the wrist, and the Archimede outdoor is still on my wrist. We have about 12:25, 12:30 in the night, something like that. And a couple of things I would like to share with you. I don't know whether I mentioned it this morning. Last night I did the footage and the very initial raw cut of my Black Forest video, and I was so tired that I forgot to empower my watch with my torch, so I just went to bed, and this morning, somewhere between 4 and 5, I woke up and I noticed that the watch was readable, but I had really to focus and concentrate. So if you don't empower the luminescent color and you don't have direct light from, let's say, 9 o'clock in the evening till 4 o'clock in the night, which is about 7 hours, it is not the best possible watch to read. However, I could read it. So this is what I wanted to share. Secondly, today we had a real nasty weather. It was too warm for a jacket. It was too cold without a jacket, so I put my jeans jacket on, and we had rain showers any 30 minutes. And this end of August, I'm so fed up with the weather. I would like to have 2 weeks real summer, and this pretty soon, please. Third point to mention is I told you that I'm going to talk about a sibling of my Archimede outdoor. Unfortunately, I found only one single picture in the World Wide Web of that watch. I contacted the owner of the picture rights, but I didn't get yet an answer, so I only can tell you which watch it was. The Archimede outdoor uses the same case which the Limes Outback had used before. Both brands belong to the ICLA group, so ICLA transferred one case design from one brand to another, and the dial is similar, clean, but not exactly the same. And there was, for a certain limited period of time, a Limes Outback Chrono with a white dial, and this was really close to the outdoor white I have on my wrist right now. One point which bothers me personally, and I hope you can help me, if there is anybody out there who knows an app which runs preferably on an iPad rather than an iPhone, which is able to cut pauses out of an audio file, I would so delighted to get it. Tonight I cut about 5 hours for 2 pieces of content, one of which was a podcast, and cutting podcast manually, the pauses and the breathing pauses and all this kind of stuff. It is a pain in the neck, so if anyone knows a program which can this in an automated way, preferably running on an iPad, please put a link down in the description, or email me, or contact me, whatever you want to do. It would be great to have it. Yeah, thank you very much, and tomorrow we'll continue with the 1 a week. It's Saturday morning, day 4 of my 1 week on the wrist, and my Archimede outdoor is still on my wrist. This morning I slept really long. My dog only wanted to go outside at about 10:30, which was quite a pleasure for me. Today, over the day, I'm going to show you the Archimede on different straps, and I really fear that I bought one strap in vain, because I think I'm not gonna be brave enough to put it on any watch for a longer time. So let me surprise you. It's Saturday night, day 4 of my 1 week on the wrist. It's 10 past 10 and my Archimede outdoor is still on my wrist. Was a rainy day, a cold day, not a typical August day, so wet weather, not good. I ordered the steel bracelet for this watch from Archimede because I love to have fitting steel bracelets to the watches I have. Although I don't wear steel braces regularly, but every now and then, so I like to have it to play around and switch straps and bracelets back and forth. Talking about straps, I promised to show you some straps for that watch, and this is what I'm going to do now. Here is the selection I made for today. Currently mounted is the canvas strap, which I think is a really good choice for the watch. It really suits the watch and emphasizes the cleanliness and the simplicity of the watch. I really do like it, but I like to play around. And here we have the rubber strap. Rubber is not my absolutely preferred material. I think I can have it on for sports, and this is a strap which I bought, and I don't think I'm going to be brave enough to have it on any watch for a longer time. This strap is a strap which I was close to selling because I didn't find a watch which really fitted to that strap, and now I think the Archimede Outdoor in White is a perfect fit for this strap. And while I tested it, I noticed that I told you a wrong bandwidth at the beginning of the video. It's not 20, it's 18 millimeter. 20 is the 41 millimeter version, so I mixed it up. Yeah, this is the number one choice. The other one is the black canvas with which the watch came. One is a little bit fancier. This is a little bit more decent and everyday wear. Both are really good straps for the watch. Rubber is my optional choice for swimming, sports or hiking. Not quite sure if I use it too often, but it's definitely on the bottom of my list. Not on the list for regular wear is the orange strap, so I don't show it again. I modified my opinel, I changed the handle, I changed the blade form to a drop point, and sharp are they always. So I cut just by my eye measurement. The strap was on the to sell list anyway, so I can risk that and just see if I can make it fit to the Outdoor Protect and how it looks. And I can tell you it looks pretty nice, and I think this is a choice which will remain on my watch for quite some time. It looks pretty good. It's a really casual wear, and at least during my holidays, my vacation and summertime, I'll keep that because I really love it. Look forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow it's Sunday. I'll do, and I hope I find some interesting views, opinions for the coming days. It's Sunday noon. We have 12:20, and my Archimede Outdoor is still on the wrist. This, I think, really beautiful jeans, leather, blue and brown strap I mounted yesterday is a strap which I really like from the design. However, I don't like it too much from the comfort. It's a pretty stiff strap, as you can see here, with quite sharp edges. So it's not very comfortable to wear. I think I'm going to switch back to the original black Archimede canvas, which is not as nice, but definitely by far more comfortable to wear. It's Monday morning, 9:15, and my Archimede Outdoor 39 White is still on my wrist. Well, the readability throughout the night is it's okay-ish, but it's not really good. The 41 anti-mag is significantly better overnight. And talking about the 41, I'm going to make a comparison video between the outdoor 39 and the outdoor 41, one in white, one in black. I noticed there is at least one difference in addition to size, and this is what I'm going to show you in the video over the day. Tomorrow I will close the week. Hopefully I get the steel bracelet and make a final summary. We have 625 and my Archimede Outdoor is still on the wrist. A really great watch and I really do love it a lot. Today over the day I made a comparison with my 41 anti-mag, and this is what I want to share with you right now. On the left side we have the 41mm version anti-magnetic, and on the right side the 39mm version with a white dial. Both have AR-coated sapphire crystal and the special case shape with the beveled lug sides. Both versions are not so far away when it comes to size and weight and shape. By the way, the shape is nearly identical. On the 9 o'clock side, you can see the case is really similar, and the size difference is definitely not a big one. And on the 3 o'clock side, you can see the crown is perfectly manufactured. The crown guards are really nicely made, and the crown is really kind of hidden in the crown guards, which I really like, and this is exactly the same for both versions and both watches. There is, however, a difference, and this is hidden on the back side. The back of the 41mm version is flat and has a kind of little edge where I can get my fingernail in, and you can see that here a little bit. So the 41mm version has a little edge which does not disturb at all and is flat, while the 39mm version has the same edge, but I can't get really in with my fingernail due to the rounded shape of the case back. So this is softer, a little bit roundish, and not as flat as the 41mm version. That is the key difference. Let me see if I can get it into a real comparison. It's difficult with the reflecting case backs, but I think you can see the flat case back on the right side and the gently curved and roundish case back on the left side. So case-wise, size-wise, weight-wise, and regarding the comfort on the wrist, both watches are really comparable and both fit perfectly on my 17 centimeter or 6 3/4 inch wrist. There is, however, one difference, and here I prefer the 41mm version, and this is when it comes to readability throughout the night, because the hands are slightly bigger and wider, more space for luminous colors, so they shine brighter and longer compared to the 39mm version. It's a Tuesday night, about 11:45. You can see my Archimede is still on the wrist, and it's time for a final summary. I never made a secret out of the fact that I do like Archimede. I never made a secret that I do like smaller watches, that I do like watches with a good readability, and very lately I noticed my love for watches with a white dial. So how on earth could I not like the Archimede Outdoor Protect 39 with the white dial? I do like it. It's a great watch, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it for a long time, and it's going to be on my wrist for really many times and many occasions, although the readability at night is not as good as I would like to have it, knowing where it comes from. The hands are pretty small, there's not much space for a luminescent color, so it's pretty clear why the watch is not as good as at night as others. So that's a kind of compromise which I have to stand between readability and design. The steel bracelet unfortunately did not arrive today, so I can't show it. No, what? If it comes in time, I do a appendix to the video, show it later on, and close the video right now. You see down in the timeline if there is some more to view, and you know if the bracelet arrived later or not, and I did an appendix. Until then, enjoy your watches, stay safe. Cheers, Axel.